is up, bros and O's? It's Asher Optic MiDNiTE, and everybody is freaking the hell out. So obviously at this point, you guys already know, this isn't like a news video to tell you guys, because everyone already knows that PlayStation has secured the rights from Activision to have exclusive DLC on their console. Now this leaves about half of the playing population probably really happy because they've been on PlayStation this whole time and have gotten it late, and the Xbox people are pissed. So in a perfect world, in my perfect world anyway, the DLC would come out for all platforms at the same time, and if they had to have some kind of exclusive deal, maybe they could have it come out for like the season pass holders like a week or two early, but that's not how this works. This is a business. You see this a lot in the gaming community now, not even just with Call of Duty, but with all sorts of games, giving the rights, even some like console exclusive games, like for example, the Rise of the Tomb Raider is only going to be on Xbox when it comes out. So stuff like that, like those deals are made for a reason. It's because these consoles and like Microsoft and Sony and Activision, in this case, want to basically make the most amount of money possible. How this affects the consumer kind of sucks because, like I said, certain games only coming out on certain consoles. You kind of have to, you know, if you don't have the money to get both, you have to kind of dedicate, you know, I'm gonna stay on this console for now, or you know, vice versa. So side note that I feel the need to add, people have been tweeting me like, so this means Call of Duty is not coming out on Xbox. This is exclusively for DLC. The game is still gonna be wonderful and playable on both consoles. This is just for getting like the DLC gun or the map or the camos that come out. You're basically gonna give them a month late on Xbox. But if you don't really care for DLC, you don't really play the maps that much, this doesn't even affect you. So I've had a lot of people tweeting me, and that's why I'm making this video. Obviously, this, like I said, this isn't a news video, everyone already knows, but I've had so many, like my live stream, my YouTube comments, my Twitter, people were like, are you gonna switch to PS4 MiDNiTE? What if I told you that I already did? Nah, really, I've actually had this PlayStation since Destiny came out. I play a lot of single player games on it. I just don't play Call of Duty on it because it doesn't get the DLC early, but now it does. So I probably actually will definitely be playing Black Ops 3 mainly on PS4. I might get it for Xbox One still, but probably not, because I just don't see myself wanting to have two separate accounts and leveling. But as a content creator for YouTube, as somebody who likes to stream, I like to have the newest stuff. They're gonna have more than just map packs, I'm assuming, coming out for the next CoD, and I just like to get that stuff early. So I'm gonna have to get used to the SCUF controller on the PlayStation. Bad boy, okay? I've lightly used this. The only thing, I'm used to this controller. I don't like it as much as the Xbox controller, but that's just because I've been using mainly the Xbox controller for the last like 5 years. But I think I'll get used to it pretty quick. I just have not played a lot of FPSs with this controller, so that's the only thing I'm a little bit nervous about. So that's my story. I don't choose my allegiance to Microsoft or Sony. I'm just a person that likes games. If there's games that's gonna come out on Xbox, you know, like I'm just using this as an example, Tomb Raider, which I really can't wait to play, is coming out on Xbox only. I'm getting it for that, okay? If there's a game that comes out on PS4, like for example, The Order, The Last of Us, I'm gonna play that on PlayStation. You know, I just like games, and it's not exclusive to a console. But what if you're not like me? What if you're not as fortunate to have both? Back in my day, see, I started on PlayStation. The first two consoles that I got that were from Sony was the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2 when it came out. I didn't get a PS3 because at the time, I couldn't afford one. At the time, it was kind of like opposite of how this release went. The PlayStations were more expensive because of the Blu-ray player. 360s were cheaper. That's when I started 360, and that's just, I mean, what if I didn't buy a 360 back then? Would I even be here? Would I have met the same people? Who knows? I know this, maybe you can't relate to that. Maybe you can only buy one. Maybe you really do have an allegiance to a certain console and you like certain games that come out on that and you can only afford to get one. I totally get that, and that I do feel for the people that bought Xbox Ones and were like, yeah, Call of Duty, that's my main shit, so I'm getting an Xbox One, which makes sense, but I mean, I personally knew that the Microsoft and Activision deal was ending. It was a pretty public thing that the contract was ending. So you didn't really know what was gonna happen next. I assumed that it was just gonna come out at the same, but they did end up signing a deal with Sony. So I'd like to know what you guys think. I know this isn't like the most timely video. I wanted to let a few days pass because people are so passionate about this stuff, you know? They're either really mad, really happy, or they just don't care, you know? I'm one of the people that's just passionate about games, so I don't really care which console I'm playing. Mostly, I think people should pick based upon what games they like to play and what their friends have, because that's the most important part of gaming. It doesn't matter about what logo is on the box for me. So Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Put a comment down below. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.